Hey gang, welcome to 3600. This is Online Prob and Stats, and I'm Professor Day. I wanted to quickly go through the syllabus and some highlights there and D2L and kind of show you the structure of the course and what's expected of you, and a little bit about the class in general. Of course, you guys have read syllabi before, so I won't cover the entire thing here, but I'll try to highlight the important parts. My contact information is here, of course. Depending on the semester we're in, these things may change. I will do what we call a Q&A session, virtually through Zoom on one night a week for your class only. And whatever semester this might be in, that may change nights and times. So keep an eye on that. But I'll show you where the links to coming to those office hours are, or for that Q&A link are at later. All right. Emailing me, please email me from your school email to my email. All right. And that's all I'll say about that. It just basically, I can get back to you quicker if you email me that way. If you email me within D2L, I have to be sitting at my computer to email you back. All right. In the second section here, there's a few things I want to point out. This course is basically all about prob and stats and the theory behind it. I'm not going to read out every little topic there. You guys can read that. But we're going to cover a wide variety of things that deal with the beginning of statistics theory kind of stuff. All right. The required materials for you in this course is the textbook Mathematical Statistics with Applications, 7th edition. It's by Wackerly, Mendenhall, and Schaefer. I don't require you to have a hard copy, but if you want a hard copy, like I'm used to those kind of things, I like a hard copy of a textbook. I'm kind of old school in that way. But you can have a digital copy of the textbook. It doesn't really matter. And you may just be able to, if you Google search the right place, you might be able to find a PDF version of it. But be careful if you do that and do find a free version of this. I'm not saying there is one, but there may be one out there. If you find one, make sure it's the right edition, because there's a international edition and the questions are numbered differently, and they may be out of order. So just keep that in mind. Technology requirements. There are a couple things I'm going to, you can have a graphing calculator. TI-8384, when we need it, I will show you tricks to use it in the course for certain things we do in lecture. So that's the one I will use. If you use another one, that's fine. I don't care what style of graphing calculator you have. You'll need a computer or laptop that's not a Chromebook with high-speed internet, webcam, and microphone available to you on those things. And we'll also use Excel in this first homework assignment. But if you don't have Excel on your computer, you can either download it from your if your student email login. There's a place in the email in your email online that will allow you to download Microsoft products because you're a student at the school. But if you don't want to do that, Google Sheets, which is free and in Google pretty easy to find, is also can be used. It's just a little bit different, but you can use it. The textbook's pretty expensive if you buy it brand new. I don't recommend buying a brand new one. And the rental is pretty expensive too. And those are from the bookstore prices. They may have changed a little bit from that this semester, but they're roughly going to be close to that. I do not care, again, like I said, if you have a hard copy, but the ebook is available. I've seen it around $70 on Amazon. It may be cheaper from other retailers that might rent it or rent the ebook. But you can also rent the hardcover version from different retailers for as low as $33. Don't ask me why it's cheaper that way. It's kind of weird to me. But you need to get one. Okay. We will use this an online proctoring service for the 3 exams we'll take and the entry quiz that you'll take during orientation. This will look differently when you get your syllabus. But the entry quiz, when you take it, you'll download something called Lockdown Browser. It'll give you a link down at the bottom before you can start the quiz. And once you start the quiz, you're going to test to make sure that Lockdown Browser works on your computer and that the webcam's working. The entry quiz is a simple, like an agreement, kind of like, did you read the syllabus? Did you understand everything? Don't worry about that too much, but you got to get through it to test to see if Lockdown Browser is going to work properly for you. If you have a Chromebook, it will not work. That's why we had said a computer or a laptop, but not a Chromebook. If you have a Chromebook, it's fine, but you need to find on test days or when you decide to take your test, you just need to find a computer that's compatible with that has all the features you need to do Lockdown Browser and webcam. Okay, so that's all I care about there. The rest of this information here is all about Lockdown Browser, what it does, if you run into trouble with it, what you can do, what systems it works on, and whatnot. Okay. It's not going to cost you anything to use Lockdown Browser. The school has paid for that using tech fees, so you don't have to worry about it costing you anything extra. Okay, but again, you will take the entry quiz with it to make sure it works, and then your 3 exams this semester will also be in it. Okay, I'm probably going to go a little fast through the rest of this. Section 3 is all about how I'm going to assess you in the class. So basically your grades are going to come from 8 homework assignments. Each one of them will be worth 25 points for a grand total of 200 points. And we'll talk about how you're going to turn those into me here shortly. All right. And you'll have a certain number of lectures that we might go through that each one of these graded homeworks will cover. So they may have like 3 different lectures, and then you'll have a homework that'll be due. The homework will come out to you the day the first lecture, the homework is over, is available. So you'll have several days to work on the homework, and you probably should not wait till the day of the homework being due to work on it. But any assignment that's past that 11:59 p.m. mark automatically loses 5 points on the first day, and then every day after you'll lose another 5 points. So you can't turn anything in 5 days late. Okay, points are important to you because the homework's worth 200 points. And the 3 exams combined are for 150 total points. So your homework actually counts more than your exams. So you definitely want to do well on the homeworks. You definitely want to do well on both to make a really good grade. But the homeworks are very important. I did that intentionally this go around. Again, you'll have 3 chapter exams. You'll have the chapter 1 and 2 exam, chapter 3 and chapter 4. And for any of the exams you take, you'll have a 4-day window to start and finish the test. It doesn't mean you have 4 days to take the exam. It means that you have 4 days to sit down and decide to take it. So I'll give you a 4-day window, but once you sit down, you only have 90 minutes to actually take the entire exam. I'm not going to give you any more time than that because it's not necessary. All right, and if something comes up with it or some kind of hiccup comes up with it, we'll figure that out when we get there. Okay. Don't fret. Always let me know when things happen during exams, if some glitch happens or something like that, and we'll fix the issue. Okay. I'll go on turning in homework assignments, graded homework assignments later. But there's a free phone app called Microsoft Lens that will turn any paper document into a PDF document. And you can if you have several pages of homework, you'll end up just taking a picture of each one of them and say, hey, turn this into a PDF, and it'll make it into one file so you can upload it to D2L. Tablets, I think this is also available on tablets. There's some other apps that will do this as well, so it's not the only one. But that's one of the ones I found that was free and worked well. I also want you to save your homework assignments as last name, first name, underscore assignment, whatever the assignment's called. If it's homework, graded homework 1, call it GHW1 or something like that. I'll have directions for that in the assignment folders as well. Policies, you guys know most of the stuff. If you need accommodations, let the appropriate people know at those phone numbers, and they'll let me know. If you need extra time on your exams, I can give exceptions for those things if I get the proper paperwork from them. Okay. Rest of the stuff's pretty basic. The no-show reporting, real quick. You only have 2 things I need you to get done before August 16th. If these 2 things aren't done by August 16th, I'm going to report you as a no-show to the university, and they will drop you from the class. All right, so make sure you get these 2 simple things done. One of them is that entry quiz and the orientation, the Start Here menu in D2L, which is over here. And the other thing is also in the Start Here menu. It's called the Introduce Yourself assignment, and it's basically just a blog thing where you just enter in some, answer some questions about yourself to me, so I get to know you better. So get those things out of the way, you'll be good to go. A lot of this other stuff they make us put in every online syllabus, but down here, makeup tests. Since the tests are being you're given 4 days to start and complete that test, or get your test done on one of those 4 days. You really shouldn't have an issue with needing extra time. If you do, then I'll push the due date assignment for all in the class, not just one of you. Unless you've already taken it, then that seems a little unfair. But I'm not gonna make you a new test if you miss the exam. You'll just have to. There may be a penalty to you if you happen to miss it for some reason. If I have to extend you out, we'll figure that out one-on-one when we get to if that happens. Hopefully that doesn't happen to any of you this semester. Graded homework assignments, you're free to work with other people on that. And so, try to learn as much as you can from those things, and do them, and try to do them yourself as much as possible, because, learning them with others is helpful, but making sure you understand how to do the stuff for when you get to the test is important. So make sure you do that. Exams, the ones, so since each of these are in D2L using the Respondus monitor situation, you're not allowed to work with anybody. Basically, you should be in a room by yourself when you take the exam. You're not allowed to use any outside internet resources, but lockdown browsers should keep you from being able to do that. When you take the exam, you'll go through an environment check. One of the things I want you to show me is your phone. All right, I want you to show me your phone and that you put it away from you, so it's not in your hands. If you have an issue, you're okay to pick your phone up and take an image of what the screen's saying. If you need to send me a screenshot or something like that, saying this is what happened to me, and then I can help you with that. I mean, it's technology. There's going to be issues from time to time, unfortunately. Hopefully nobody gets that this semester. I've had very few issues with Respondus. You're allowed blank paper, something to write with in your calculator. The formula sheets, this formula sheet will be at the bottom of every exam, so you don't have to worry about that when you take the exam. When you just scroll down to the bottom of your quiz screen, and the formula sheets that you need will be there. And you're not allowed to use notes or your book. So this is a real test. It's a real proctored exam. Just abide by those rules and you'll be fine. Okay. If you want to receive partial credit on any of the exams, then you can email me your work, just like you do your assignments, but you can email me your work. You're not supposed to email me your assignments. There's a Dropbox for that, but you can email me your work after, but you must be within an hour or so of taking your exam. But I need to be able to read what you did, so don't do a lot of crazy scribbling and turning the paper around. Make sure I can decipher your work, and then if you just put in the wrong number, final answer in for a question in the test, then I can always go back and give you some partial credit because I can see what you did. So you can do that if you want. It's probably not a bad idea. You guys can read through some of this stuff. Lecture video and recording notes. I'm going to go through that here in just a minute. Let's look at this, and this will help us out. So basically, when we start the class right now, the very first day of class, the orientation and the Chapter 1 materials will be available. So that means Lecture 1 will be available along with the slides from it, and the graded homework will be available. It'll be due very next week. And then on the 18th this particular semester, Lecture 2.1 will drop along with graded homework 2. So that'll be available to you in the content in D2L. And then you'll have 2 more lectures on these dates here. And graded homework 2 will be due by the 30th, and it will continue that way. You'll have a new set of lectures with graded homework 3, and that'll cover the next 3 lectures, and graded homework 3 will be due, and then you'll have that 4-day window to take your Chapter 1 and 2 exam. Okay, that's when it'll be open for you to take it. Okay, and it's pretty much how it's going to work throughout the entire semester. So in D2L, real quickly, where's all that stuff at? Well, your syllabus and schedule are here. You should be in the Start Here menu if you're watching this video, which I highly recommend you do. Hopefully you did. And then the course contents, where most of those lecture materials and the homework, graded homeworks, will be posted in here. They'll pop up on the dates according to this calendar here. So whatever date these say is the dates they should pop up in the course content. So yours will not look like mine. You'll see these 4 chapters when you look in here, but when you look in chapter 2, 3, and 4 at the beginning of the semester, you won't see anything until chapter 2. You'll start to see things on the 18th this semester. These 2 things will pop open in there. The lecture 2, 1, 2, 3 materials and the graded homework 2 will become available that day. But right now you'll see what's in this folder here. So you have lecture 1 video, relative frequency histogram, Excel example video. The chapter 1 lecture slides are exactly what I'm using in the lecture 1 video, and the Excel histogram example file is what I'm using in that video. So you can, if you want to follow along with me while doing that, or take notes in lecture 1 on the slides themselves, you can print those out and do that. And graded homework 1 will be down here. Now the graded homeworks all have the due dates in the directions, as well as how I want you to save your files. All right, so your last name, your first name, and graded homework, all separated by underscores, is how I kind of want the format to go. Please try to follow that. And so you'll just go through here. This first homework, just so you know, because a lot of people didn't notice this last go around, this Excel, I gave you a blank Excel book that's already got all this data in there, and it has so if you click on it, it'll download it for you. Let me see if I can get it to pop up over here for us. And it will already have all the data in the folder, and all the classes for building the histogram that you're going to build using Excel in it. So you don't have to alter these classes. They're set that way for a reason, so that when I'm grading this, it makes it easier for me to grade. Do not alter these. Okay. Let's go back to the content. Let's finish this thing out. So that's where most of your stuff will be. Your exams, I don't believe I have them popping up, but I might. Let's see. See end of chapter 2. Let's click on chapter 2 here. I do have, see, chapter 2.6, homework 2.2, homework 3.3. Yes, the last thing that should pop up when they're available will be the chapter exams. But if you don't find them there, they should always be available under this class tools link under quizzes. They don't call them tests in here. They just call everything a quiz. Okay. When I post solutions to homeworks, they will be in this tab right here, homework and test solution PDFs and videos. I probably won't do test solutions this go around, but I will answer questions during Q&As about tests questions. But I might post them in here as well. But the homework solutions will definitely be posted in this link here, or in that folder. Your assignments, homework assignments, should be submitted in this assignments folder here. There's one for each one, so I will grade directly from those when you post your PDF. So make sure you do that. My virtual office and Q&A sessions links here, and how to submit assignments is down here. So the how to submit your assignments is just a document real quickly showing you, how I prefer your document to look versus how some people might would try to turn it in. Make sure that you encapsulate the page itself and nothing around it when you send it to me, so I can see just that. And in the assignment submission folder, there'll be a little box like this that you'll drop your assignment in. Okay. I won't read through all that for you, but it gives you some good tips on how you can do the different things. Excuse me. The last thing I want to talk about, and I'll be done, is the Q&A and virtual meeting info. I'm going to have this particular semester every Monday night from 8 to 9:30. 8:30 to 9:30, I'll have a Q&A for your class only. So that means everyone can join, or one or two people, or just one person. It doesn't matter how many of you show up, but it's good to have a time where you guys can come and ask questions, because then I can record these questions and upload them for everybody to see if not everybody could join. So if I at least have one or two people, that's helpful to everyone else. So it's a good time to come ask me questions specifically for your class. This regular office hours link is one if you want to just meet me and you can't meet at any other time. We can arrange a time, just email me and we'll figure it out together. And that's the link you'll go to when you want to meet me on those days. Okay. And this, like, again, this also gives you my office hours. If you can't make it to my office hours in person, but you are somewhere near a computer and you want to meet me virtually, you can also use that link and email me and say, hey, I want to meet you at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. And then I'll say, okay, well, I'll be in my office. Let's just use the office hour link and we'll talk about things from there. All right. I know that was a lot. Anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask me. Other than that, I wish everybody great success. Please bother me whenever you want to. It's never a bother. That's probably not a great word to use there, but you're never bothering me. I like to help you guys out. I want you to be successful. If you ask me questions and let me help you when you run into problem areas, you'll benefit from it, I promise, because I'm going to try to get you through this thing. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing great, and I will hopefully look forward to meeting you guys during our Q&As or during office hours. Thanks.